Yeah.
I guess it could work in pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, changes kind of tone. What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, we're good. You good? Yeah. You're in? All right, thanks.
Nice.
Oh, we're going. Hello? Stream Health. We're live. Yeah, we actually are live, so watch your mouth. No bad talking. I'm going to say now we are live for real. And we should just begin once I get that news out. How everybody? Everybody.
A what?
No, we are really live, man. I just let everybody know. Hello, everybody. Nice to see you. How are you? Who's that guy?
Yeah.
Who is he?
I don't know.
Hello, everybody. Sorry for the delay. I think we should just kick right into the show, my buddy. Are you ready?
Hold on a second.
You got some theme music for me?
Find that.
Give me, take your time.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
breathe. We have much to talk to. Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. Ooh, that must have been why we had technical problems. I buy into all that. I buy into all that shit. It's so just the ghost in the machine. No question about it, buddy. All right, Vic. Hello.
Good? Good to go?
I think we're pretty good to go. Oh. What's the buzz? Give me a little more volume on your end, man. Kick it up!
Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
Good morning!
Hello.
Happy Friday! All right, let's do this.
Hello,
Come
everybody.
on! Get in shape!
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh!
A what?
Everybody notice we have a new man behind me. This is Matt. Matt is subbing in for Aristotle today. That is why we had some tech delays. I knew it. I knew that was not going to be a smooth transition. Everybody said nothing to worry about.
What?
If you're listening to the podcast, it does not matter to you, but if you are enjoying the live stream right now, there was a 7-minute delay as we troubleshot some shit. Ooh, that's an awful sound.
It's kind of calming.
But you know what? We're live. We're not looking back. We're looking forward. We're looking into the future, and we're staying in the present. We're staying focused and mindful, and we're enjoying each other's company this morning. We are here together. There's no going back. There's no fixing mistakes. You must live with your mistakes. You must suffer the consequences. But if I die, see the powers through. What they done to me.
Wave goodbye.
Whip me, beat me, punch me, kick me, nail me to your tree. I've got to know, my God, I've got to know. Why should I die? Why must I die? Can't you see that it's all been done in vain? We are approaching the time of Christ. It is the time. The time.
Jesus Christ.
When God came down from the heavens. He came down and was born of Mary. She did not have sex, no. She did not do the deed with Joe. The seed was planted in her womb. Oh, and they were taken out of Jerusalem. They were forced to go back there. King Herod had a thing. He'll rule. You got to go back. Got to have a purge. Ethnic cleansing of the Jews. And Mary and Joseph. Well, Mary, hell, she was 9 months pregnant. With the guest Son of God, also known as God, also known as Holy Spirit.
Oh my God.
Hey, they found themselves a hotel, but no, there ain't no room in the hotel.
God bless.
That son of a bitch working at that hotel. See there, goat. I got a manger where our goats and our donkeys take shits. And that's where we keep all our goddamn hair. Mary and Joe should have gone somewhere else. Should have checked out the competition. Should have seen if they could stay in an Airbnb. Should have stayed anywhere. Should have stayed anywhere but the manger. Should have stayed anywhere. Should have stayed anywhere.
Keep that damn chicken quiet.
Here's the question I have for you, Vic. Is the manger just a barn? Do we call it a manger anywhere else?
I wish I had an answer for you, but I don't know.
Oh, this is a question for the audience, for the chat room. This is a question for the fucking chat room. Is it a manger? Is it a manger? Manger. I'm gonna ask what the fuck. Siri, what is a manger?
I guess it turns into, it's a barn if you put a crib in it or whatever.
Manger.
With a baby in it.
Oh, it says a manager is a person responsible for controlling or administering all or part of it. No, it's a manager. Manger. I think it's something like a dirty horse. Well, a dirty horse got mange. Horses. Oh, shit, dude. Check this shit out. It was a fucking barn, and the manger is a trough. It is a rack.
Wait, the manger?
Is a fodder, for fodder. It is basically a feeder. Capiche? So, that's what the boy was in. That's what Lord God...
He's in a trough. That's
a
the best
piss
God
trough.
could do.
Well, it's humble beginnings for the Lord.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to the show. That was a fun way to start. It got me energized. Hope you enjoyed that little play. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah coming up, Happy Christmas coming up, Happy New Year coming up, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy end of the year, Happy, God damn it, let's get the hell out of the decade year. You know what I'm saying, Doug? Vic?
Yeah,
Second time, third time
that's
we have problems.
Getting offended here.
Let's test the calls, see if the calls are working, and then we'll get the show started with your calls. We'll just enjoy the whole damn hour, Friday the 13th. Anyone there? Oh, I've got this muted. Hello, darling. Hello. I'm putting Matt on the spot here. Let's see if it works. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, great. We are in business. How's it going? Who's this? Who's calling?
Yo, Tim, this is Nick. Papa C. How's it going, man?
Yo, Papa Say! What's up, brother? How are you, man? Where are you calling from? What's the deal?
I'm calling from Cincinnati, my man. Long-time listener, so happy to be on. Hey,
is a
I got a
pleasure.
question. I'm eating a Popeyes chicken sandwich, and I was
Go ahead.
wondering if you've tried that yet.
No, and way to start on a trite bit of nonsense, but that's fine. We can roll with that. I do have a Popeyes fairly close to me house in Glendale. There's a Popeyes there, and I do like it. I do like Popeyes fried chicken, and I like their mashed potatoes, and it is delicious. And when I heard the buzz, I was all up on social media when it comes to buzz. You understand? I know about Baby Yoda. I know
For
about
sure.
Popeyes fried chicken. I know all of them buzz things. I'm on top of it. I get on Twitter in the morning. I go, what is trending? What are we dealing with today? But I saw that and I said, ooh, I do love Popeyes. I love fried chicken sandwiches. I tell you what I'm gonna do when I'm doing lunch. I'm gonna down
Is the cartoon Popeye, is he like the mascot of that, or is it just like
hell?
is,
I think you know what. There's probably
I think he used to be, but not
I
anymore.
can't afford it
He
now.
was at a certain point. I think they were separated at some point.
Oh.
They didn't start. It wasn't based on the Popeye character, but then they got him at some point. I'm sure there's a whole expert on that knows everything. But back to my story. I said next time I'm feeling like treating myself for a little dirty lunch, a little sort of a little sloppy lunch. It's going to give me diarrhea.
We have 300 hamburgers.
I'm going to head down there. It's just down the road. I can't
Great
tell you how.
American
It
food.
is a stone's throw, not far, a few minutes from where I live. So I said, I'm going to head on down there. It was that weekend or whatever, the week that they announced it or something. So I go, I'll pop down there. I'll try one of the Popeyes chicken sandwich. What the fuck do I got to live for? Who gives a shit?
You
I
can't
just
live
want
forever.
that momentary feeling in my mouth, the crispness, the sweetness, the heat, the crunch, the moist chicken. Anyhow, I drive on down there. There is a line of cars trying to get into their little parking lot. It is a mob scene. It is as if they're giving away the sandwiches, and who knows, maybe they were. And folks, I did not pull into that drive. I did not wait in line. I do not wait in line for food. So
I went there 4 times before I actually got a chicken
there you
sandwich.
go. It is. See, I'm not. Then I went back a week later, a couple weeks later, maybe even a couple of weeks later. I pull in. There was a spot. I get in there. It wasn't too busy, but there on the side on the door was, "Sorry, folks, we are sold out of the fried chicken sandwiches." So I stopped trying, and now I understand they're back. I will certainly get one before the end of the year. That is my office hours pledge to you. Well, no, Doug. I mean,
I gotta
Oh,
go.
shit.
I'm out of here.
Oh, no, please. I was driving over
Hey.
here. Excuse me. How dare you? How dare you? I was driving over here, and I thought, it was a good show last week with just Vic. It was a good show the week before with just Doug. Or was that? I don't know what. Yeah, it was. And I love them both. I think they're doing great. They're doing great work on the show, but I do miss the Trinity. It is a special thing.
I'm doing this for free, so don't break my balls.
That's good. Vic is very one of the greats. We all know that. So
Yo, Tim, I got another question
go
for
ahead. I enjoy your conversation. I enjoy your attitude. Your sound quality is supreme, and everybody I think in the audience is
got it
enjoying.
set for you, baby. Got my day off. I said I'm calling in on the office hours. But anyhow, hey, have you seen the trailer? Are you friends? Let me start that over. Are you a fan of Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Parliamentary inquiry. I yield to the gentleman. Parliamentary inquiry. I yield to the gentleman. Anyways, go ahead. The Curb trailer. Is that what you're
Yeah,
asking
the
me?
new trailer.
Curb.
Yeah.
We in the business. We call it Curb. We just call it Curb. Don't say Curb Your Enthusiasm. You sound like you don't know anything about show business. It's just
The biz.
Dude, it's Curb, okay? Everybody in Hollywood, all the comedians, we get together at the laugh room. We get together in the laugh room. We talk about Curb. You see Curb last week? I did see the trailer. I saw some friends of mine in there.
Fred Armisen.
Fred.
Rob Schneider's in this one?
Is he?
Oh, you said you're friends.
No.
I was wondering.
I saw John Daly.
Oh.
John Daly's in
yeah.
there. And, of course, Richard Lewis. Can't get enough of Rich. And, yes, a brief moment of Fred Armisen Curb, a friend of office hours.
Well, hey, man, pleasure to talk to y'all. I'm glad to get on the show. And I'm going to leave y'all with a happy holiday.
Nice. Thank you, buddy.
So have a merry whatever you celebrate.
What a nice man, huh? What a nice guy you turned out to be, you son of a bitch. All right.
You're the best.
You're the best. What a nice day. This is going to be a day of positivity. I'll take another call.
It's amazing. You're the greatest, man. Oh, my gosh.
How about another call? See if we can roll right another one. See how that system's working. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, who's there?
It's the Swedish boy.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. So, my Swedish boy is on the call. How can I help you with a question today?
I just wondered.
Go ahead. I got Vic all hopped on coffee. So
I know.
What's that?
That's so much.
Does any one of you like eggnog?
You know what? This is a great show. This is already a great show because I have something to say about this. I made a terrific eggnog at home on my own, almost accidentally. Let me take you. All right, you'll take your answer off the air. Thank you. Occasionally, I make smoothies for my children. And what is that sound? Is that you?
I think it's Gulp. Just drinking eggnog.
All right, let's just calm down.
All right.
Take a decaf pass. It's just a weird, it's like a high pitch, like white noise. Like suddenly you're going to hear me going, when you become naked. All right. Number 9. Number 9. When you become naked. The Watusi. Here it is, folks. My Tim Heidecker's office hours style vegan eggnog. Give me some Christmas music.
Wait, where is that? Here.
Take your blender. Now, it's so sick. It's so nauseating. Somebody's like, "Oh, the Hollywood vegan lead." I just told a story about getting the Popeyes fried chicken. I was upset. Like, what? Who do you think I am? But let me tell you. So, this is just a fun way to do eggnog in my house. You take a blender, get a good blender. I'm going to tell you very specifically how to do this to get it right. A lot of times you hear cooking things and you don't get the proportions. No one tells you the proportions, so you're just guessing, and then you come up with something that sucks. So I take a blender, I take a big pint glass, fill it about 2/3 of the way up with ice, and then whatever kind of milk you want to use. Like I said, it could be vegan, it could be not vegan. I use just oat milk. I had oat milk in, which I enjoy. You could use almond milk, you could use regular milk. I'm not going to judge you. You pour that in, you put in a banana. You put in 2 beautiful Medjool dates, whatever kind of dates you can get your hands on. 2 dates. Don't forget to take the pits out, because that would be the pits if you left them in. Take the pits out. Take a big old scoop of peanut butter. I'm talking the creamy deal. Peanut butter in there. Then some nutmeg. Shake some nutmeg in that shit, and shake some cinnamon in there. And that is your choice. I would put a little bit in, see how you like it. If you want more, you can put some in your cup. Yeah, put in something else if you want. Put in allspice, I guess you could. We didn't have allspice in, so I didn't use that. Put that in. Blend the shit out of it. And then you get this nice, thick, creamy It's missing, it's not exactly eggnog. If you want an eggnog, get down to the store and buy some. This is a nice substitute. It makes you smile. Oh, okay. Thank you. Another call, please. I'll take another call, and we will continue on with the show. Hey, Cameron.
What?
Hello.
Hello, Tim.
I like this new guy back here, by the way. The new guy back here, Matt, is telling me who's on the line. He yells it out. Aristotle never did that.
No.
Shame on him.
Helpful.
Hello.
Yes, how can I help you?
Hi. So I wanted to call and say congratulations on the season 11 of On Cinema.
Thank you.
And I think that the season 11 overtook season 8 in my book as the best season in On Cinema history.
Wow. Where's the drum roll, Vic? Where's the big celebratory moments I'm looking for?
Hold on a minute. I'll get it.
Let me ask you a question. Refresh our memories about what season 8 was, because how am I going to know?
Season 8 was the one where Tim went deep into the vape addiction, I believe.
At the
one
movie
where
theater?
He burned down the...
Yeah, at the movie theater? Or
That's
at
right.
the VF. It's a great dark season. Terrific stuff. Well, people have arguments about this. People say season 7 was better. People say whatever. Okay. People are fans of the people are fans of the early seasons, where they're like, I just liked it when they were being stupid about movies and it didn't get so dark. Obviously.
I like it all.
And Vic loves it all, and so does our president. So thank you.
I think
Thank
for
you
me
very
it goes
much.
11, 8, and then 6.
Wow.
6 was the one where you guys were working on Decker 2, and you were going back and forth to Hawaii. I just found those interactions so funny when you guys were so tired from all the plane travel.
Yeah, we had created this illusion that we're flying back and forth to Hawaii to shoot Decker like every week. Greg wasn't sleeping and couldn't review movies. Terrific. Oh, yeah, someone on the board says, I preferred the short audio-only podcasts of ones. Fuck off, man. Everybody creates this, it's happened my whole career. As soon as you make something, the next thing you make, people go, I like that one better. Ever since you started doing X, I just think you lost it, man. But whatever.
Oh, come on.
I endure. I think one of the themes of today's show is endurance. We looked at the great, wonderful social media I put out this weekend. A lot of people are a lot of people are talking about, and there's a lot of buzz. I don't know if you saw my kitchen tips that I put out, the cookie video. A lot of people were excited about that. A lot of people commented that it was very funny, and a lot of people engaged with it with likes and retweets and everything, and on Instagram as well. Some people haven't seen it. Vic Berger,
I haven't seen it.
has not seen that.
Can we watch it now?
I don't know if we
Let's
want to watch it
with
now because it's very visual.
Okay.
It's not a good format for the audio. It's got a great punchline in it. It was a wonderful experience to make it. I had one of my great friends, Jared, over for the weekend, who was visiting from the East Coast, and he gets along so well with my children. We were playing with the kids. He's a cinematographer, actually. Some people were saying that it was distracting because you could hear him breathing in the video, which is which I don't pick up on, but people are probably listening on their headphones, and that's a whole different experience. But my goodness, he started shooting because I was making these cookies, and there he was, and he had his camera out. And he wanted to take a picture of my kitchen because I just had the kitchen redone, and we're all very proud of it. My wife put a lot of work into making that kitchen wonderful. You could just do deep breathing, Vic.
I could do it.
Anyways, I'm going on and on about this, but it came it was 3 big social media moments for me. If you're following me, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're not, get on the train, engage with the posts is my thing. Wow. And, I quietly do my thing. Everyone also, I'm sorry I'm a little obsessed with the boards right now, or the chat room. But a lot of people are always complaining that I have my headphones on backwards, because this is the left. This is the left one as it's listed. This is the right, but I'm wearing them opposite.
I would guess because you're left-handed and you need to type.
Well,
with your
I just want this cord going down this way towards the mixer. If I switch it, now I've got a cord in front of me the whole time. It's just the way it is, gang. And it does not matter.
But the show's not in stereo. It's not like nothing's panned, is it?
No,
I mean,
there's
like,
no.
You're not going to miss out on the heavy breathing, mix.
Of course. No. So, anyways, this is just to say I am keeping an eye on the chat room, and I enjoy your comments.
Keeping an eye on it.
And
Tim.
Yes.
So
I've only gotten through one of my posts from this weekend that raised all kinds of engagement.
What?
Well, I just wanted to say there was a gentleman who called in last week, and he said that your stuff is really the only thing that can get him laughing.
Of course.
I got to say I agree with him, and I love you, buddy, and thank you all for all the content, and Vic as well.
Well, Vic is the only one that makes me cry laughing. But let me get back to my social media engagement. We obviously had a couple things happening. We had the Kitchen Tips video that exploded onto the internet Saturday, and then followed up a Sunday post on Instagram, and then the Friday night before that Saturday, I could not get to sleep, folks. I think I was still wired from doing office hours. I could not sleep. I got up. I was pacing around. I had ideas flowing in my head. I was just full of energy. The house was dark. Not a soul. Not even a mouse was a Twitter. What is it? The mouse? Not even a Twitter from the mouse. Anyway, I tweeted this baby Yoda tweet that everyone, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we have never seen anything like it. This is as engagement-wise, we are looking at top 5 tweet of my career. Wow. Everybody's excited about it. I seem to be. Are we off the internet? No. Still there. Can't get onto Twitter to just read. People know what I'm talking about. You would not believe the number of likes it received. It was a huge. What's going on with the internet? I can't get on. Oh, I can get on AV Club, which is just what I randomly clicked on. But Twitter seems to be down, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump is that still like exciting for you though? If you get like a lot of likes, I'm surprised. I know it's just interesting or surprising. Because sometimes I'll just tweet stuff and it goes to like 50 people, 100 people, and it's very interesting how it all. I don't know. Maybe it's algorithms. Maybe it's all fake. Twitter is down. We can confirm. We can confirm because the internet is not down. I'll try through. That's not going to work. Anyways, folks, I couldn't be more excited about the third engagement was yesterday, of course, when I was working. Eric and I were shooting a commercial, as we do, and we had our script supervisor, who's basically our partner in all these. She is someone we don't talk about a lot, but she's one of our great friends. She always works on these jobs with us, and she sits back in Video Village with us, and we just goof around and make jokes and be silly and keep each other entertained as we're doing our job. You got to keep fresh. Anyways, Eric and I decided to do an impromptu photo shoot because I liked the way I was looking. I had a scarf on. I had my good sunglasses on. I looked sexual to myself. I was attracted to myself. Hot stuff. Yeah, baby. Where's my yeah babies? Where's my Mike Myers? Where's my Austin?
That's Doug's.
Oh, okay.
I don't have
Anyways, you're smart to not have those drops. I said, let's take a picture of us and just show the friendship and the partnership that has endured for so many years. And a good friend of the podcast and of all the different worlds we have, Chrissy Rose, I believe, that Slayer chick online, also posted pictures of us through the decades. You have a picture of us that came online a few years ago from 1999 or 98 or even earlier. I can't tell you for sure. And then one from the 2000s, and then one from yesterday. And you see, you've always got a friend in me, Randy. You got a friend in me. got a friend in me. Anyway, that's the news.
It looked like it was cold where you were.
That's funny because Phil Braun made this point, and Phil might call in. We'll see. But Phil said, "Listen, I'm wearing a scarf, and it's 66 degrees in L.A. What's going on? Let me tell you."
Now, don't you tell me you don't remember me, because I sure as heck fire remember you.
Between the day before and yesterday, Wednesday and Thursday, there was a chill in my bones. I don't know what it was. I could not get warm. We were shooting in this dark, damp, cold environments early in the morning, and I just was wearing my fleece. I was wearing my jacket and my different garments that keep me warm. I could not get warm. I just had you never have that, Vic? You just feel like I cannot get warm today.
Yeah.
I cannot warm up. So I had the scarf on for a little bit, and that actually helped. That actually helped. So terrific stuff. Yeah. Anyways, we are just killing time. Just killing time, getting through the day. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. I really do. Is anyone still on the line?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm going to hang up so someone else can call in.
See, this guy's even bored of me.
Bye-bye.
I'll tell you a funny story that happened last night. You're doing great work, Matt, by the way. Thank you. He's doing good work. I'll say, okay. Uh-oh. Well, the calls are flooding in. Everyone wants to call and say congratulations on the social media. So you can hear it. I'll just play this in the background. Oh, that's not nice. Last night, this is my story of the day. We should do a bumper, Tim Heidecker's story of the day. How come you don't have that done? Could you pull that offline somewhere? Could you get it off the internet somewhere?
Story of the day.
Tim Heidecker's story of the day. How about this? I'll do this.
I don't know.
A new system we have here. I'm going to voice memo you something. I'll voice memo you the raw audio, and as I'm telling you the story, you can make the piece. Okay? Tim Heidecker's story of the day. Okay, now I'll airdrop it to you. That's going to be too complicated.
No, it might work.
Can I text it to you?
Yeah.
Okay, that didn't work.
Or you can airdrop to the laptop if it shows up. Share.
Oh, Vic Berger. Here we go. Watch this, folks. We are developing new techniques on the show. And I hope you knock this one out of the park. I think everyone's expecting you to do something fun with it. So listen. But I do want you to hear this story as well. Tim Heidecker's story of the day. Bum. So I think just all you have to do is import that into whatever you use.
Okay.
Add a little fanfare to it.
Let me try.
And then export it, and now you have a sound drop.
Okay.
Anyways.
I'll work on that.
So last night, I went to my friend's little house party for a function called the Salon, which is a semi-regular thing we do, generally surrounded by birthdays, where it's basically a talent show. It's a fun thing to do if anyone's looking for ways to mix up their social life. It's basically, you have your little core group of friends. You got your 6 people that you kind of try to get dinner with occasionally. You try to keep in touch with on a more regular basis. As it gets harder and harder as you grow up, folks, you find out that you are constantly struggling to keep up with just your regular life. It's hard to keep socializing with people. And I think a lot of people know what I'm talking about. But we made time for this. It was not really a birthday thing. It was just sort of an end of the year. Let's try to, everyone's in town, let's do this. Everybody has to come with something to perform. You have to come with a trick or a story or a sketch or a song. Usually it's a song. Usually it's something that you write or come up with. But it could be anything. And the stakes are very low. And people are not You're not, it's a small group. We're all friends. You're not trying to outdo anybody. It's usually a little embarrassing. And it is a little stressful because you got to come up with something, right? But again, the stakes are low. So, but I was preparing for this. I was actually not preparing for this. I had put it off. I had not had time to focus on coming up with something. And I was...
Sorry. The stakes is high. I was trying to...
Oh.
It's not worth it. It's
no,
a
it's
De La
not.
Soul song.
Okay. It is not.
So did people go before you and just like knock it out of the park? And then were you like nervous to go
Well,
up or?
no. I mean, everybody, it was people, there were some people that did something really kind of sweet, and a couple people did something really kind of bad, but it was funny. It was a cute, kind of endearing thing that was very low production, lo-fi, whatever. Very kind of, a lot of it was holiday appropriate
Come on up here.
Whoops. A lot of like...
Come on up. Come here.
That was not the drop I wanted.
And anyways, here, let me set the stage. So about an hour before we're set to leave to go to this party, I say, you know what I'm going to do? I've never done Rock and Roll Gary for this gang. I am going to read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" and All Through the House, that poem. I'm going to read that as Rock and Roll Gary. But my wife will introduce me, and she will say, Rock and Roll Gary is a 70-something-year-old guy from London. He's a rocker. He knows everything about music and classic rock. He's going to read a poem. But if you would like to interrupt him and ask him any questions about the old days, feel free to do that, right? That was my idea. There we go. And, yes, now we're talking. Okay, and so I get to the party, and I'm a little nervous already because, as you all know, part of the charm of Rock and Roll Gary is a bit of his tastelessness, and the stories he tells can be a bit sick, you know? They can be a little blue, talking about all sorts of disgusting things. And there were some older folks there. I felt a little uncomfortable, but I said, well, I'm going to do it anyways. Well, I get there, and there were a few people there already, and they said, oh, so who's all coming to this tonight, right? Who's all coming to this? Well, they said, somebody that's coming to this is Robin Hitchcock and his girlfriend or wife, I'm not sure. And Robin Hitchcock, if anyone knows or doesn't know, is a British rocker from the 80s who is awesome. And I'll play you a clip of him talking just so you understand what's going through my head. I just randomly pulled this up. This is a music video. We climb through the back door. Oh, look, here's him on Mark Maron. Let's see if that works.
Let's do
Let's do
produce some
highbrow.
Yeah, exactly. Some piece of William Faulkner or something like that.
This is Robin Hitchcock, who I love, and I'm a fan.
But no, we got the old penis transplant.
So I'm not.
This shit is weird.
So this is not a made-up story. This is real. This happened last night. So I go, oh fuck, Robin Hitchcock is gonna be here. There's only about 8 people there. It's like in a living room, I said. Shit. I look at my wife. She looks at me like, are you still going to do Rock and Roll Gary? That's a little... I go, you know what? I got to do it. I got to just do it. He's cool. He's going to love it. And if he doesn't love it, fuck him! I mean, that's a sign of a bad guy. If he's sort of like, well, this is not appropriate. You're making fun of my people. And I said, all right, I'll just do it, right? So it comes my turn. And I also... The thing about Rock and Roll Gary for me as a performer is I've got to be in a very relaxed place in my brain to do it. I've got to be around, first of all, you wonderful people listening, or I've got to be with friends, and it's a little bit of a heightened environment there. Also, I like using a microphone for him, not as so great in the room. But I said, I'm going to do this, whatever happens, happens. So I come out. The introduction's wonderful.
Did you
My
dress
wife
up,
killed
or
it.
did you just,
I just put on like a newsy cap and a scarf. I kind of come out, oh, fuck off. Yeah, how you doing, huh? Yeah. Everyone laughs. Robin Hitchcock's kind of taking it in. And then he smiles, and then he enjoys it. And I go through it, and I start telling the old tales about Nick Mason and Uma Gooma and all the rest. And live at Pompeii. And people are laughing, and it's a riot, as my aunt would say. It's a riot. And then Robin Hitchcock starts joining in with me as if he's another one of these blokes going, oh, I remember him. Yeah, he used to drive around, didn't he? Yeah, he used to go around his shop. Yeah. And we had a gay old time. And it was a big, fun time. Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh. So I escaped humiliation once again in my life.
What did Robin do? Are you allowed to talk about that? What his piece was?
He played a song. Played a song. It was beautiful. If you don't know Robin Hitchcock, this song I always enjoyed this song when I was a kid. This is Robin Hitchcock and the Egyptians.
Rock it, man.
I had this when I was in high school. Straight about it. You wanna be straight about it now. So you think you're in love.
I love pretty music.
But Vic, what's the big song of his from the Soft Boys? That's really
that
awesome. I'm sure all these cool listeners know who I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. So that's my Robin Hitchcock story of the year. Next caller, please. CID. That sounds problematic. Hello.
Uh-oh, that's not a good start.
Who's calling? Next caller.
Hello.
Oh boy.
They hung up.
Jerk alert.
Hello.
Make some noise.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Who's this?
Hey there, big boy.
This is David from New York City.
David from New York. What are we doing? Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island, Bronx?
We're going Chelsea right now.
Wow. What are you working at, the MLB network?
I'm not working at the MLB network, but I don't live too far from it.
They have an office at the Chelsea Market. I was given a tour.
I know, I've been there. Chelsea Market. The only reason to go is really the tacos. Los Tacos #1. Next time you're in New York, which I know.
I'm up to my ears. I know. I'm up to my ears in tacos. That's right. Next spring at the 2 shows in New York. We got the King's Theater in Brooklyn and Town Hall.
I'm going to Town Hall.
Oh, that is going to be one of my favorite shows of the tour, I believe, just because I love that theater. It's a very special place for me. But listen, tickets are moving very quickly for all of these shows, so please jump on to timanderic.com to get your mandatory attendance tickets. And breaking news, Vic Berger is very intimately involved with this tour in terms of the video, the AV component of the show, the video, making videos. As you know, if you've seen Tim and Eric shows, there is a video component. There's lots of interactivity with the screen behind us, lots of gags and goofs. And Vic is our man on the inside who is building all this and making it. We're working together right now. We are in the pressure cooker right now, making this show great! And it's melting our brains a little bit. We are having Vic, it's a lot of work for you, but there's stuff I wrote you this morning. I'm crying.
I think
laughter.
Just from seeing a number of your guys' shows before, I think this is taking it to a new level. I mean, not because I'm involved, but just
it is.
I think there's some. I don't want to give away too much, but I think there's some extra dark moments in it that are going to be good. And,
it's
the music.
It's an immersive experience. You're gonna walk away feeling like you just dropped a bunch of mushrooms on your brain.
Can you mention who's doing some of the music?
That's right. Nick Lutzko is doing some music for us for the show as well. Great, Nick Lutzko.
His album is really good too.
Okay.
Out, so check that
now,
out.
Mr. New York, Mr. Frickin' Mean Streets over there. Chelsea.
Yep.
Fucking Chelsea Peretti now. I could riff on the word Chelsea if you want. Chelsea Peretti. What else? Chelsea football team, this and that. Chelsea. Got Chelsea in New York. Chelsea in London. Okay, that's it. What can I help you? What can I help you with today? Hello.
Oh, it's gone.
Still there?
What? Hello, you still there, man?
And
well, start again, man. You were muted out or something. Something happened. Can you start your question again?
Yeah, getting those drops over me. I was saying best of 2019. I found your podcast this year, and the first podcast that I listened to was when you had Fred on, and you were doing
the Fred,
and
the Fred.
I was trying to share with all of my friends and family, like, you have to listen to this podcast, and I was trying to explain. I mean, it's a terrible idea to try to explain what that show was, but just being like, you have to trust me. I think I probably, over the course of a month, probably got you 50 new listeners, which is not that much.
But I mean, are people liking it, or are they writing back going like, well, I don't know why you recommended that?
At first, they were like, first 20 minutes, they'd be like, really? And I'd be like, just trust me.
Right.
And then by the end, when they committed, it pays off strong.
I liked it. That shit was good.
So that was a fantastic one. But then the interview with Ezra, I'm just going best of 2019 right now.
That's what we want to do. Yeah. I didn't even want to do this, but let's do it. That's what I want to do. It's not what I wanted to do. But
it was a fantastic interview. And I'm a musician for a living, and I was very skeptical when you were like, hey, I've got my new record, you're doing this. And I'm like, that's cool. Is it going to be like a comedy record? What is it going to be? So I checked out your record, listened to it once, and then I actually dove in, and I was really impressed with your songwriting. And I was like, what in the world? Production was strong, very strong. And one last little thing was you did definitely get me onto Wise Blood. So Tim, I'm calling to say thank you.
Yeah,
for making 2019 a little better.
Thanks, man. It was a great year.
It was a great year. You did a fantastic job with the podcast, with the music. You obviously had your movie. It's to be celebrated. Congratulations.
Be My Baby is my favorite song.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate the accolades, and let's do it. Let's talk best of 2019 when it comes to office hours. We appreciate that. I have no memory of most of this shit, but go ahead.
Tim, one question. I do respect your musical sensibilities, taste.
Yeah.
I just got into a podcast about Dolly Parton. It's by the guy that does Radiolab. It's a fantastic podcast.
Oh.
Never was super into Dolly's music, and now I am
obsessed,
way into it. I'm wondering, have you ever gotten into Dolly Parton?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I start talking like this now. I love Dolly Parton, but I love the Ken Burns country music documentary that you should, if you like Dolly, you have to get deep into this. I mean, this is a great song. But dude, what's your name again?
David.
Hello, David.
David. Got a new single that released today, man.
What's it called?
If we're plugging stuff.
What's it called?
It's called Must Admit. The band is called The Brilliance. You can check it out on Spotify.
Nice, man.
I've got a new record that comes out in January around anxiety.
The Brilliance.
The band's
there
called
it is.
The Brilliance.
Holy
and the song's called
dude.
Must Admit.
You got like 8 million listens.
Cool. Yeah.
This guy's a big deal. This is our biggest scoop right now. Why do you have so many? Are you stealing? Are you scamming this? Are you scamming the system somehow?
Do you want to know what it is? I'll tell you a little thing.
Go ahead.
Well,
we've got David from The Brilliance on Office Hours here. Big guest, big scoop.
Big breaking news. Last year, I did a record around DACA Dreamers. So we make music that we say inspires empathy, and we did a song called "Oh Dreamer."
Let me guess how it goes. Oh dreamer, oh dreamer, I love to dream of dreamers.
How did you know?
No, I'm gonna play it for you. I'm gonna play it for the audience right now. This is you singing? Is this you singing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stranger, give us your tired.
Nice. I could hear this. You know.
We'll wait for the chorus to drop so you can hear.
No, because
I love pretty music.
Oh, this is pretty.
Listen to this record.
Nice. I don't want to get dinged by YouTube. You know what I mean?
Nice.
That's why.
Listen. So it goes in. It actually, you didn't even hit the chorus yet.
That's all right.
That is the pop
Be My
version, which
Baby
I
is my
laughed
favorite song.
because most of our music doesn't sound like pop. But I did like an acoustic version.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, you should make this a pop song. And then it got put on New Music Friday and Spotify stuff. And you know how that
beautiful.
goes.
I'm happy for you.
So I laughed because you show that song, which
Right.
I'm grateful that you showed it. But it probably does not sound like us for the
But
rest
then
of
the new one is called Must
which
Admit.
just came out
Here we
today.
go. This is our Office Hours exclusive. Must Admit by the Brilliance.
So this opening thing right here is the choir that's singing outside of Notre Dame while it's burning.
Oh, it's bringing it. It's
Yeah,
getting
but
me
then
choked up.
you'll hear the production. You'll hear what it actually sounds like.
Oh yeah. Is this? It's got like a little Vampire Weekend vibe to it, maybe. Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Am I in the ballpark? Would you open up for the Vampire Weekend? Yes or no? Well, this is cool, Vic.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
So we kind of do a Beatles thing where both of us sing, the piano player sing on this song. It's called Must Admit.
People out there talking about it.
I'm into it, man.
Yeah.
The end of the world.
I like food.
Must admit I thought about it.
This is great, dude.
Calming.
Things fell together.
It's calming.
Yeah, it's calming. Vic said it's calming.
I don't like my club at all.
Lasts forever
All right,
down here.
dude, I'm into it. I could sit here and listen to this all day.
Rock it,
but
man.
I'm
happened,
going to listen to the whole
Thank you
record,
for playing
man.
that music, Tim.
Are you kidding me?
Thank you.
I'm putting. You already got
Thank
tickets to the
you.
show. I was gonna put you on the list.
Yeah, put me on the list. I listen to your show, and listen, Vic is he's one of my favorite Twitter follows.
Nice.
Vic, I got to give you a shout out.
Thank you,
You know,
buddy.
half the things you were saying, I couldn't hear you because it's playing. I'll just give this little thing. Thank you. Your musical influence was real. If you want to check out any other music, check out a song called Holding On.
All right.
Check out any of those things.
So
We've
this
got a
is
new
the
record that
this
drops in
is
January.
David from the Brilliance, one of our big guests of the day. Are you playing any shows, or do you not do?
I am. I'm playing. So do you know Rockwood? You know Rockwood Music Hall? Playing at Rockwood, January 9th in New York. Playing in LA. I'll give you a free ticket for playing at Hotel Cafe.
Shit, man, I'll be there.
I'm
gonna be your biggest supporter. I'm gonna be your biggest supporter. We're getting you into the Grammy Museum. I'm gonna be doing your introduction at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 2040.
Sure smells good.
Hold on, we got special guests coming in. Come on in, boys. Hold on. Get in here. Sit on down here. Sit on. Turn it up. That mic going. We got special guests. We got famous internet personalities. These guys are out there doing it every day. You got to sort of have to either negotiate that. This is Chad and so introduce yourselves.
What up? I'm Chad Kroger.
What up? I'm JT.
What's up, dudes?
How's it going, dude?
Sure smells good.
How you doing?
Good, man. How are you? Let me just get you a little closer on the mic. Would you be helpful in that regard?
Is this good?
Yeah, that's perfect, man. What's going on? What are you doing? Are you just rolling through town? What's the latest?
Yeah, we're just cruising. Just me and my dog JT. We're big time activists.
Your dog?
Yeah, this is my dog.
Where's the dog? I don't see a dog.
This is my dog.
Oh, you're got your buddy.
DAWG.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well,
I'm his friend.
Yeah, all right.
I
got that
human
now.
Being, and I go to the bathroom like everybody else.
Yeah, so we just been cruising. We're big time activists, so we just been cruising the streets looking for issues and causes to take part in. And
okay, so you're not. You just look for causes and then you get involved. You don't have a cause that you care about. You're just looking for them, and then when you find one.
This is cool. No, I think we care about all of them.
What's your big deal right now? Like, what are you advocating for now?
Well, I think the biggest thing that we've taken part in is perineum tanning, which for those of you who don't know, it's where you put your feet behind your head and tan your beehole.
Oh my God! Yeah, I heard about that. That was on the as I was saying earlier in the show. I'm on top of all the trends and all the sort of buzz stories that come out.
Do you have to put suntan lotion on it, or is
No, there's not much like pigment there that's susceptible to burn, so it's actually pretty well designed to get sunned.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
pretty
lotion
well designed to get sun.
For sure. I think lotion would impede
where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, well, you gotta let the sun shine there.
Sun shine on where it usually doesn't shine.
That's right. Well, the old expression, "shove it where the sun don't shine," or something like that. That is a reference to the anus.
Counterintuitive, but
Who are you dudes?
I'm Vic, and this is Matt over here.
Oh, what up, dude?
How's it going?
What up?
Yeah. So you
Are
guys.
you aware of me?
Yeah.
Good.
So how are you guys involved in, like, when you say you're what did you say you were, advocates, what was it, how did you describe what
Activists.
you activists?
Advocate sounds like a similar word.
Right.
We go to city council meetings around the Southland area, and we speak to the council about causes we think they need to fix or issues that we think shouldn't be passed into law. Like, they try to stop house parties in LA, and we went there to protect house parties.
Oh, they wanted to stop house. How can you stop house parties?
And for your audience, a house party, it's like when a bunch of people
I think so go ahead.
together and rage.
Right. Well, I was at a house party last night. I would say, like, technically it was a gathering of about 8 people, and we had some wine and caught up with everybody and had some snacks and stuff. Would that be considered a house party in your book?
Yeah, actually, Tim, not to get too heavy on you, but that's technically a kickback.
Okay.
I think a house party is, you got to have at least 20 or more of your crew there.
Got it. Okay, 20 plus. And so you went to the city council and advocated for was there a law passed that I don't know about that said you can't have parties or something?
They were cracking down on house parties in the Hollywood Hills, and we just thought that it was the wrong initiative because we thought it would decrease bonding, which is in short supply right now in this great nation.
Right. Well, do you have sympathy or understanding for people who are, say, neighbors who maybe have issues with curfews, or, like, because I'm sort of like a homebody, and I like, if my neighbors are like having a big loud house party at 11 o'clock at night, I might be prone to call the local constable and say, listen, I'm trying to sleep here and I'm hearing music.
I think you might be giving into societal pressures a little bit. I think, if you should never suppress the urge to rage. So if you see one happening nearby, partake.
I think it's about the utilitarian good. I mean, like, you're one dude and there's probably 40 dudes at the party, and then like 40 gals as well. So then, like, you might have to sacrifice your sleep just for that evening so that those other people can kind of
enjoy themselves.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's going to help them throughout the rest of their week, month, and perhaps life.
Okay, cool. I disagree, but I'm not going to sort of get into an argument. This isn't a debate format show. Let me just go back to the perennial sun tanning you're talking about. How are you advocating that, or what is your involvement, the activism you're doing regarding that? What does that look like? How does that shape up?
Well, the skin around there is actually, if you shine direct sunlight on it for at least 30 seconds, you directly boost manila in your body, and that just gets you amped for the day. It's basically like taking a Monster Energy drink without the
I understand
ingestion.
your understanding of the the
know
medical benefits. What is the is there
advance the cause?
No, I guess just like, so you're just out there advocating for it. You're not. You're just encouraging people to do it.
Yeah, for sure. We go to different colleges and high schools, and we tell everybody just colleges, and we tell everybody to make sure that their butts are getting the sun that they need, because it can boost testosterone, which can lead to an overall higher quality of mood.
Okay.
But you can't overdo it. You can't have too much sun on there.
Like everything, moderation.
Just worried about that.
Yeah.
I do everything. I tend to do everything more.
I'm an intense dude.
Yeah,
I push it.
When I like something, I just do a lot of it. So.
Yeah.
Like, Vic, do you know the feeling when you're surfed out?
No, I don't. No.
Well,
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah. So basically, your T is boosted, your vitamin D is boosted, and that's just on your face. And a lot of times you're wearing a wetsuit, and you just want to get that feeling on your whole body. Okay. Even down there,
Like the wetsuit's just sucking to you, like your body. Is that what you mean? Like, what do you surfed out? I don't know. I've never gone surfing.
Well, thank you again for your honesty. Yeah, the wetsuit blocks the sun.
Right. Well.
And,
I'd love for you guys to just. It's hard to kind of describe it, and I understand why people are skeptical of it. But if you 3 dudes just wanted to like come over now to our crib and just pull your feet over your heads, like we could walk you through it. But no pressure. Obviously, it's a big ask, and
It's a big ass.
You guys are busy, but
it's a big ass when it comes to me and Vic. Now, do you need it to be? You need to be facing the sun, direct sunlight. The sunbeams need to be hitting your rear. Is that the idea?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Are you suggesting fake tanning the beehole?
No, I'm just wondering if like you go out and it's midday and you're not facing the right way. Like, are you still getting sort of UV?
Oh yeah, I've made that mistake. I've pointed towards the clouds before, and you definitely get a discernible drop off in your boosted feeling.
All right. Well, we'll look into it. Something I'm probably not going to get involved with directly, but
the first time I did, I actually got on all fours and accidentally pointed my butthole to the ground, and then Chad was like, "Dude, the sun's up there," and I was like, "Oh, dude, yeah." But the sun was bouncing off the concrete, so I got a little taste of it. But
all right.
Yeah, because the sun, it shines rays, which we looked up the science. Rays shine in a direct line. It's just not full encompassing, so you got to get in direct line with it.
Get right into line with the sun rays.
Yeah, correct summarization.
Okay, thanks guys for stopping in. Yeah, appreciate you guys popping in. Good luck to you and all you do.
I'll see you in the sun.
See you in the sun. All right, that was Chad and JT. Beautiful. All right, let's take a call. Who's there? Chase. Hello.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hello, Chase.
We got to get ladies on here, though, too. I mean,
I know it's been a
really,
sausage pod.
Don't be afraid, ladies. Don't be afraid.
Hello.
Yes, a lot of people did not enjoy those guests, but I believe they're
rough corral.
You should don't judge so quickly. Get involved in their what they're bringing to the table comedically wise. I think it's a slow burn, but it pays off. The very funny guys.
Need I say much
So don't
more?
judge. Don't be assholes. Hello.
Hello.
How can I help you today, son?
Hey, I was wondering. I was just thinking about the decade, and if you're able to watch any of the old Tim and Eric sketches, and like kind of divorce yourself from like actually making it, and can watch it and enjoy it almost as like a viewer now.
Let me see. I do enjoy it. I don't go and sit and watch it, but if something comes up or I have to I have to reference something and remind myself, like we're looking at a lot of old stuff for this tour. I enjoy it. I think it's some stuff is funnier than others. I think the early stuff in the show might not be my favorite thing ever, but still a lot of great shit there in that archive. Vic, you've been looking at a lot of it.
There's
doing all this work on the show.
I haven't watched it in a long time, and there's like some great stuff in there, and the music is so good. In my
all
head,
the songs.
Yeah, the Kyle and Mr. Henderson. The one bit, the look at me, they're so in love.
Yeah.
I bet the French kiss all night. Like, that melody is just
It's great.
So, is that you or is that a Davin?
I don't remember
that line.
Could be me.
Could be.
But all right.
Yeah.
Chase, thanks for your very intuitive question.
Much, but it's groundbreaking.
Thanks.
And who's next on the call? Let's find out. Perhaps a woman of some stature. No name. Hello.
Hello.
What?
Aha.
Hello, little girl.
Stop that. Who's this?
Use them when I can.
Hello.
Oh, this is definitely a guy.
Is this,
Hello.
Tim.
Yes. Who's calling?
This is Jody Bundrick.
Oh, hello, Jody.
Oh, now I can hear you. Okay, that was weird.
Jody, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
That's good. It's been a long time.
It has been.
And what's going on? You're over there in England?
Now what can I do?
Yes. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay. Your friend Brendan Walsh.
Yes.
He sent. Apparently, I saw this on Twitter. He sent a book to Doug Stanhope called "The Stench of Honolulu" by Jack Handey.
I know the book.
I just got it today, and it's one of the most hilarious things. So you've read it?
I started it, and then I put it down to do other things, and I never picked it back up. But everything I read up to the point I felt was very funny. It was one joke. Do you have it with you?
I have it right here in my hand.
I was going to say, I bet you could read a random page, and you would find there would be jokes. Well, so I'm asking you to do that now.
Okay. Hurry up. I threw my clothes off. I found a tar pit and smeared my body with tar. Then I covered myself with feathers. Crazy thoughts went through my head. Why, I wondered, why would anyone invite these two stupid idiots to launch a ship? There you go.
Okay, well, that was a little out of context. Wait, read the first page of the book. Maybe that'll draw people in. First page. I bet it's got a joke in the first line.
When my friend Dawn suggested we go on a trip to the South Seas together and offered to pay for the whole thing, I thought, fine, but what's in it for me?
Boom.
Boom.
I love it. This is, of course, written by the great Jack Handey. As if you're of my age or slightly older or slightly younger, you'll recall Deep Thoughts by Jack Handey on the SNL program. One of the funnier people that we have ever had on our planet, in my opinion. But
it's true.
And people love the book. And I'm not being asked to plug it, but Brendan Walsh made a funny tweet, and I'll say it now because it was one of those things I looked at 5 a.m. and just like almost woke my wife up laughing because it was just so. And by the way, he was the guy that called in the other week who was the Trump's lawyer. What's his name? The guy that I said had the funny name.
Giuliani.
No, not Giuliani.
The rocker, the guy that plays.
No. It was when Doug did the show. I can't remember his name. But the tweet was, did you know that Carl's Jr. is named after Carl Sagan's son? Carl Sagan's son started Carl's Jr. That's funny to me, man. I don't know what to tell you. I sat there this weekend and I watched Alan Partridge, Scissored Isle, and laughed.
Steve Coogan is one of the funniest human beings on the planet.
So listen, where are you? You're in Lingland, but you're not in London. You're outside of London in the sticks, right?
Right. Yeah.
And how are you feeling about the big election that happened?
Oh, terrible! Absolutely, it's like they elected Trump.
Right. So what's going on? Who are these people that are voting for this guy? There's obviously lots of them. What is your analysis of the situation in the Great British Isles?
Vic, stop it.
Sorry. Is that offensive to you?
No.
She's trying to concentrate. She's trying to give us her punditry.
Okay. Sorry.
It's too serious.
Vic.
It's too serious.
No, it's I don't really. I can't say what happened. It's just revolting. It's as revolting as it is over there.
What if it all works out? What if there's the Brexit?
It won't.
It won't.
Nope.
No. Is it going to be all? Is everything good? Is Scotland going to leave the kingdom?
Hopefully not, but if they want to, they should. I would.
What about Wales? Are we worried about Wales leaving the island?
No.
No? So Wales is staying put, huh?
Yeah.
England itself perhaps leaves the UK. That would be interesting, huh?
Yeah. Let me mention one other thing, though, about... so my husband, Rab, is working with Greg.
Oh, yeah.
What?
On a new record?
Yep.
Oh, I love the last thing they did.
Yeah, I know, right?
By the way, I know, and your husband Rab played with the Who for a while.
Right, for 30 years.
I watched this interview the other day randomly. It was because Pete and they're doing all this press because they have a new album coming out and all this stuff. And and Pete was this for like CBS Morning News or something like that. Pete gave the most bitter. I mean, I love him. because he's such like a disgruntled asshole, you know, in these interviews. I don't like touring. I don't like playing. It's work. It's actually just work, and I do it for money. And I don't. He literally says this in the interview. He's like, I don't like it. I don't like playing. It's a job. It's just a job, right?
He's not kidding.
I know. It's kind of depressing.
I know it is.
Like, and it's not like if you're the guy that's promoting that show, and you're like, hey, hey Jerry, I know Pete's doing a lot of press. I'm wondering if you could ask him not to talk about how much he loathes doing these live shows, because we're selling $300 tickets for arenas here, and I know you think it's all fucking automatic and everything, but if I was a guy, and you know, Greg saw, I mean, I've known people that saw them on this tour, and they said they were fantastic. So maybe it doesn't matter. Saying that Roger was singing great, and but what if I was like, yeah, we're doing this Tim and Eric tour, and I fucking hate it. I can't stand it. I don't like working with Eric, and we don't get along. We don't speak.
I don't like my club at all.
And it's a job, though, and it's good money. So there you go. But he gets away with it somehow. There's sort of that era of artists that can sort of get away with being all disgruntled and shitty towards their audience, and the audience keeps showing up.
It might not be that era. It's his age too. He just doesn't give a shit about anything.
But I would just be uncomfortable as a person, as a human being, be uncomfortable being that honest with an interviewer, knowing that part of my job, if he's saying that his job is to go out and play music, well, dude, part of that is kind of selling it too, and being you know, a pleasant, you know, just putting the best possible spin on it. Like, you don't have to be totally honest about every single thing.
Well, Daltrey does a lot of those rock camps. He'll show up at these little auditoriums. And
I know though.
He seems to really and genuinely enjoy performing.
Yeah, connecting with the people.
No, really? Okay. Don't get me started.
Uh-oh. Well, I mean, maybe not, but I won't get you started, because maybe you'll get in trouble.
I might.
But I don't know. It seems like, I wonder if you'll have all this. Who are you going to have all this drama with in the future when it comes to like the whole, like, the idea of even doing a press conference for a show you're doing, and like all this media swirl around, you know, whether it's the Rolling Stones or the Who or these people. And it's just funny.
The Stones are still at it too.
Somebody says that Roger is a big Brexiteer. He's a big.
Yeah, absolutely he is. Yeah, he completely is.
Everybody just cool out.
Well, this guy doesn't even live in England, does he? Or does he? Does he live in England?
Roger?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe he lives in like Malibu or something.
No.
No, Daltrey's a Brexiteer? I thought.
Yeah,
but
no,
Pete's not, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Pete's probably real liberal, right?
Not particularly.
Really? They like their money, don't they?
Yes. Oh God. Okay.
You better go.
Wonderful to be here.
You better get offline. I love me pounds and me shillings too much. Even George Harrison back in the day was singing about Taxman. You know, how dare you tax me? Get your hands out of me pockets. Well, listen, George. There's a thing called the welfare state, or the helping other people out. It's been creating civilization so it doesn't crumble. Right. Gets out of me pockets. Clapton and all those guys. Yeah, how dare you tax? We're going to go to France and record our albums there. Now, they were overtaxed there. We all know that there was the absurd rates of taxation at some point, which were. Anyways, I love talking music with you, Jody. I hope you're well, and thank you for the wonderful decade of support you've given us over the years.
Nice to talk to you, Tim.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love records.
All right, it's been a lovely, lovely show. We've got a few minutes left. Is anybody on the line that wants to talk to me?
What?
Hello, darling.
Hello.
Minutes left. Is anybody on the line that wants
what?
to talk to me? Please.
Am I on the line?
You are. What can I do for you?
I heard you the first time. I just wanted to hear it again.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
What?
Stop it.
I heard you the first time. I
Hey, mute your stream, pal.
Yeah, turn it up.
What's going on here?
First time calling, I'm hearing like some echo.
Yeah, you gotta mute the stream, you son of a bitch.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
That is painful for me.
Hey, how's it going? Looking forward to seeing you in Dallas.
Yeah, baby. Da, 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 da. Oh, you had that ready. You gotta have the Dallas theme song ready.
I know.
I mean, Vic. Boom, number 4.
I'm sorry, I'm really getting amped up here. Sorry, guys,
Okay.
I'm too loud today, guys.
I got it worked out.
Okay, what do you want to talk about, Dallas boy?
Whatever you want, man. I've been listening to you for a while, and I'm stoked to be on the line.
Well, as a longtime listener, you know the show thrives when the callers bring something to the table.
Okay, let's talk about what's going on in LA.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Yeah, what's your favorite Christmas song? That's what we want to know.
What Christmas song should we retire?
What favorite Christmas song? I don't know. I have a radio show though I'm doing tonight.
Why can't I have a radio show? Why do I have to come into my office and plug all this shit in and things don't work and I get dinged on for playing a goddamn 10 seconds of a song? Why can't I have a radio show? Why aren't I on Jack FM?
I'm doing a show on music from films tonight.
Oh.
I got a record by Popel Vuh, German band who does Werner Herzog.
Rocket, man.
What do you recommend? What's your favorite film score?
There you go. Favorite film score. Wow. You can't beat Star Wars, man, and Superman.
North by Northwest is amazing.
Is that a good score? That's Bernard Herrmann?
Yeah.
Sure. And you know what else is great? Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver is a great score. A lot of stuff is, needle drop. They're not actually scored, but I don't know. What's this? Taxi Driver? Oh, it's so creepy, isn't it? Oh, you imagine hearing that? Marty hears that?
Marty.
You guys do a lot of the music for your show. You guys create the music yourself sometimes, right?
Hell yeah, dude.
You obviously play
Fuck yeah.
In a band, and Eric played in like a post-punk band early on, right? In Philadelphia.
Yeah. We all got music in our bones, man. That's how we are creatively. That's why our comedy is so musical. That's why our creativity is so lyrical.
Yeah.
Vic plays music too. I don't want to hang out with musicians. I want to know guys. When I say 6 strings, they know what I'm talking about. When I say 4 strings, they know what I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about bass. I'm talking about Hofner, Rickenbacker, Fender P bass, jazz bass.
Dancing apart to the beat.
You working on a new record or anything?
Hell yeah, dude. I'm always working on new records. You understand that?
Records.
I'm always on the music train. I got songs coming on my ass. I got songs about you now, Jack. Woo! You understand that, Jack? I got you cornered. You don't know what to do. You want to try and scamper away? I got my hands up against your neck. I got you in the corner, man. I got songs coming on my ass.
I got hairy legs.
I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna stuff my own songs down your mouth. Boy, you understand that?
Twist is just a wonderful thing. It's the most.
Sounds good to me, man.
I'm gonna put that shit in your ears. Damn it. That's all you're gonna be listening to now is my music. I'm gonna stand over you. I'm gonna tie you down and nail you to a tree and cut you up and carve you and shove my music in your ass.
What should I play on my show tonight from your score recordings?
Well, Mom, don't do much score music.
You can buy it on iTunes
do
and Amazon.com.
You do music. I'll do a score for you right now. You hit record on your device, or you can play this back later.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Ha da 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 da. Hold on. There you go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can listen to it.
That's how I do it. I just make music up. It's that easy.
KUZU.FM, 10 p.m. Texas time tonight.
All right, I'll be sending you an invoice for the free commercial that I just gave you. It'll be $300. Pay up, or you'll be in big trouble. All right, we'll take one more call, and then we'll get on with our lives.
Thanks, Tim.
Doug and I... Vic and I have a lot of work to do today.
This is my friend's band, The Teeth, but they broke up about 12 years ago. Just reminded me of the guy that called before. Like 6 months ago, somehow they got on some Spotify list, and now all of a sudden they just blew up.
Really?
And they have millions and millions of listens now.
This is cool.
It's amazing.
You got your cigarettes.
They're from Philly.
You got your juji fruit.
Wow.
Stand yourself, so you take a substitute.
It sounds like the Dr. Dog.
They're buddies of
Dr. Dog's like, where's our millions of views?
Yeah, I know. They toured with them a lot.
Very good.
Check out The Teeth, everybody. Do it.
All right. The Teeth they're called?
The Teeth, yeah.
Nice. All right, one more call, and then I'm gone.
I got
Joshua.
a bone to pick with you, Tim.
What you got, brother?
The Irishman had some of the worst CG.
Get out of here, you scumbag.
Oh, we have a protester.
Get him out!
What a mess.
I'll bring you back, you little
Get him
cunt.
out of here.
What's your problem now, dope?
Well, let me tell you something, okay? The Irishman, I got in bed. I got all excited to watch it. I said, okay, I'm going to lay out 4 hours.
This is a
I need a little snack break.
disgusting image. This guy laying out on his bed
Yeah.
like a beached
Playing in
whale.
my gym shorts. Nothing
You
else.
rotten egg. Go ahead. Walk
Sitting
off.
there
Walk
baked
to
like
the
a
edge of the
Friday.
plank. I got you. I got you in my sights.
Okay, so look, I'm excited. It's Scorsese. It's the man, right?
The Irishman.
Oh, yeah.
This is the best
Okay.
Christmas song, by the way. On mountain turn. All right.
You're done. You're dead to me.
Is he done?
You're dead to me.
So what's your problem with The Irishman? Best movie of the year? One of the best movies of the year, maybe? You didn't like the CGI? You little whining baby bitch. Why don't you go suck on Yoda's cock? Why don't you suck on Baby Yoda's cock, you little fucking asshole? You prick. There, you little prick. All right, one more call. I can't take the negativity. Marty Scorsese's on the line. Mr. Scorsese. Hello.
Hello?
Yes?
Hello?
Yes, stop fiddling around. Talk to me.
Hello?
Who's this?
Hello? Hi, did I get through?
Yes, you
what?
did. Stop. Just relax.
Oh, I can't relax. Oh my God, Tim. Hi, Vic.
Hi. Who's this?
This is Marnie from Seattle.
Oh, I thought you were Marty Scorsese.
Hi, I'm Martin.
Okay, how can I help you today? Hello?
Hello? Here, hello.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to see you in Seattle.
At the Moore Theater coming up next month.
Yes,
what can
I'm
I do?
so excited. I bought tickets, and it was going to be a surprise for my son for Christmas, too. I got him hooked on you guys.
How old is your son?
I'm sorry?
How old is your son?
He's 28.
Oh, okay. Good. I was going to say, it's not the most, it's not the most.
49 years old. I'm the one that got them hooked on you guys.
So, I love that. I love moms and sons bonding over the fun, silly stuff that we do.
Oh, you guys are so great. I mean, you make our day every time you're on. Everything you do, we follow you. I mean, you guys have come out after the show. So great to the fans.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
So appreciate that. The sad part is that when I was trying to get these great tickets, I missed the VIP kind of tickets where you can go backstage or have Q&A and a poster sign, right? So I got J seats. My dog was scratching the shit out of my glass door, so I jumped up and I lost the tickets.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I know. So is there anything you're going to do like Patreon? I know there was a contest for,
That's
buy
right.
tickets.
This is I want to do something next week. I'm pretty sure we're going to do an office hours end of the year show with Doug and Vic crossing fingers that works out. I'm pretty sure that's breaking news. We're going to do an end-of-the-year show. There will be a contest during the show to give away 2 free tickets to the Tim and Eric show during the show. But just because I'm so endeared and so enamored by this story of yours, I am going to ask you to DM me on whatever Twitter. If you got you have Twitter?
Yeah, I got Twitter and Instagram, whichever works best for you.
Twitter's better. Let's not make a big deal of this. Send me a note. We're going to make sure you get taken care of at that show in Seattle. And I'm talking about extra VIP.
Oh, God.
Okay?
I seriously cried when I got the J seats and Sam.
This is crazy.
Fuck Jay.
I literally cried for an hour, and I had to.
Well, maybe I don't want to meet with you, so you sound nuts. But listen, we're going to take care of you. All right?
I saw Doug recently in Seattle here when he was with Brent.
Nice.
And those guys, they are so great, too. I love them. Is Doug going to be a part of the show?
No, unfortunately, Doug can't be a part of the show this time because of scheduling and other issues. So it's a different. It's the first time we've gone really out without Doug, but it's going to be a great show nonetheless. You're not going to be regretting any minute of it. Let me tell you something. What's your name?
Marnie.
Marnie. I'll look out for you, Marnie. Send me a note. I'll make sure that we have a moment together sometime before or after the show. Okay.
That's a good Hitchcock movie too, Marnie.
I love you.
Love
so
you.
Much.
All right. All the best to you and your family. Happy holidays.
All right. Thank you, honey. Bye.
Bye, sweetheart. All right, folks. That's the show. That's what's happening. Let's just remember to be good, be wonderful, be perfect is what we have to live up to do. That's our aspirations, and we have to succeed. We have to be perfect. Everything we do has to be perfect. There is no room for failure. There is no room to draw outside the lines. Okay? So listen, folks. Next week, there will be a Tim and Eric mandatory attendance tour contest. 2 tickets will be given away to somebody. We'll come up with the rules. Where's my end of the show
Make
music?
some noise.
Anything? Anything?
Want some music?
Anything just to kind of roll us out of here. I mean, it feels like it's the end of the show. Okay. That'll do it. Anyways, Jeremiah was a bullfrog. And thank you for listening. Again, next week, our big end of the year show. And we love you so much. And what the hell is this? This is not the song to go out with. Let's go out. Oh, thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Good afternoon. Goodbye. Good morning. Thank you to Matt for joining us today. He did a terrific job.
What?
Goodbye.
Yeah.